Okay, chalo. So a 50-year-old man visits IOPD with complaints of diminution of vision in left eye from past 2 months. Right, he has a history of something getting into his eyes, after which he rubbed, resulting into this condition. Based on the clinical video shown, answer the following questions. So you need to tell me about diagnosis, complication and treatment. Can we move ahead? Okay, so yes, let's see this patient. What is this? What is this? Yes. Are you able to appreciate what is this? Yes, I need answers. Yes, please. Answer please. What is this? क्या है ये हमारे पेशेंट को? What is this? So this is a slit lamp video. So what is this? Yes, I want more answers. Okay, so that was one part. Now showing you the other part. Once the video will get over, then we are going to have a short discussion to clear your concepts. What is this?
मेरी तरफ देखो.
I am going to tell you what is this. Don't worry.
मेरी तरफ देखते रहना. मेरी तरफ देखो. मेरी तरफ देखो. मेरी तरफ देखो. शाबाश. मेरी तरफ खोलो, आंख खुली रखो. बस आंख खुली रखो.
All right.
नीचे देखो, पैरों वाल देखो. पैरों वाल देखो. मेरी तरफ देखो. मेरी.
All right. So guys.
खोलो, आंख खोलो.
All right. So guys. Okay. So guys, most of you people have said that this is fungal keratitis. May I ask you, why can you say that this is fungal keratitis? I know you already know. That is why I always say in my all the classes that I am here just to connect the dots. You already have knowledge. I am here to organize the knowledge in your minds, right? So how can you say that this is fungal keratitis? I am going to run it again. How can you say that this is fungal keratitis? What are the features of fungal keratitis? Do you see satellite lesions here? Do you see non-defined fluffy margins here? Yes? No, sir. Dear Arnav, there is history of something going into eye, but there is no history of any organic matter injury. Typical history will be organic matter injury, or maybe soil, or maybe cow dung, or maybe cow tail just getting into the eye. Maybe there was a sand particle, maybe there was something else, right? So this is your bacterial corneal ulcer with the scar. Can you see the scar? This whitish part is the scar, and you cannot see hypopyon. But what is this thing, this shiny thing in the center? So what are the sequelae of bacterial corneal ulcer? Yes, Anurup, definitely bhais ki poonch is there. Some patients come to us and say that I was walking down the road and the cow wagged the tail and that tail hit the eye, and this actually leads to fungal keratitis because there is dung on the cow's tail. This happens. Okay, so what is this thing? So due to constant sloughing, and which is the strongest layer of cornea? Strongest layer of cornea is Descemet's membrane. So whole of the cornea is sloughed, just remaining Descemet's membrane leads to its bulging. So this is, my dearest friends, this is your desmetocele. Is it understandable? Is it understandable? Yes, very good. Shubhashri, Krishna, are too good. I am so proud of you. This is kind of a question that can actually make you get the top rank, because ये थोड़ा सा एटिपिकल क्वेश्चन था, टिपिकल नहीं बोलूंगा, एटिपिकल कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन था. दिस इज डेस्मेटोसील. वन स्टूडेंट हैड मेंशन्ड दैट दिस इज अ सूडोकॉर्निया. अब मैं जल्दी से वर्बली आपको बता दूंगा कि व्हाट आर द सीक्वेल. तो देखो डेस्मेटोसील बन गई. डेस्मेटोसील इज फॉर्म्ड इफ देयर इज स्ट्रेनिंग ऑफ द आई. स्ट्रेनिंग मींस द पेशेंट कफ्स or the patient strains during passing of stools or the patient sits in squatting position, so the pressure of the eye will increase and it will lead to rupturing of the Descemet's membrane, right, which will further lead to coming out of the aqueous humor and the iris will come forward due to deflation of eyeball and plugs the defect which is created due to desmetocele rupture. Have you understood? ये मैं लिखवा नहीं रहा क्योंकि यहाँ पे जगह नहीं है, बट आपको वर्बली बता रहा हूं, इजीली सब कुछ समझ में आ जाएगा, राइट. ओके, तो अब आप ये बोल सकते हो सर ये कैसे पता लगेगा ये रप्चर्ड है कि रप्चर्ड नहीं है. तो मैंने आपको बताया सीक्वेल ऑफ बैक्टीरियल कॉर्नियल अल्सर ड्यू टू कांस्टेंट स्लफिंग देयर इज बल्जिंग ऑफ द डेस्मेट्स मेम्ब्रेन लीडिंग टू डेस्मेटोसील एंड देयर आर हाई चांसेस दैट देयर विल बी स्ट्रेनिंग and rupturing of the desmetocele. So to prevent the rupturing, you keep a lens, you keep a bandage contact lens which provides the external support. I did the same. Did you see me putting some lens like thing on the cornea? That was bandage contact lens. You have got banded na, when there is skin abrasion or when there is any trauma, you apply bandage. Similarly, we have got bandage contact lens, you call it as BCL. You keep it on the eye, right? So that provides external support. Okay, so there was one student who had said that this is pseudocornea. Now I am going to prove that this is not pseudocornea, this is actually desmetocele. So this is what, this is desmetocele, this is what I am saying, है ना? And you are saying that this is pseudocornea. Let's see. Okay, now I am stopping the video here, just give me a second. Yes, okay, just give me a second. Now important point, what is pseudocornea? So it happens when there is rupturing of the eyeball. When there is rupturing of the eyeball means rupturing of the desmetocele, the iris will move forward and will plug the defect. But you know that there are corneal stem cells which are present at the limbus. What is that known as? Palisades of Vogt. So these corneal stem cells will move and will try to cover the perforation of the cornea or the defect on the cornea, but these cells are only able to lay down the epithelium of the cornea. They don't lay down the remaining layers of the cornea. How many corneal layers are there from anterior to posterior? Anterior epithelium, Bowman's membrane, corneal stoma, Dua's layer, Descemet's membrane and endothelium. But since there is only one layer over the defect with iris plugging back, there is only one layer which covers the defect. That is why it is known as pseudocornea. So what is pseudocornea? I am writing it here. Pseudocornea is a sequelae of, it is a sequelae of perforation. It is a sequelae of perforation. And what is desmetocele? Desmetocele is due to sloughing of superficial layers of cornea in corneal ulcer. Have you understood this? So I am giving you important terms. ये बहुत ज़्यादा important terms हैं. You might never understand it while reading from the book. So I told you first keratitis. अच्छा, what is difference between keratitis and corneal ulcer? Can anyone tell me? What is the difference between keratitis, corneal ulcer and epithelial defect? पढ़ा सबने होगा, लेकिन just because no one asked you, most of you may not know, है ना? So I am trying to clear all of your concepts regarding the cornea. So my dear friends, epithelium defect is just the discontinuity of epithelium. Understood? Epithelium defect is just the discontinuity of epithelium. समझ आ गया? Keratitis is inflammation of cornea. As the name suggests, kerat word is used for cornea. But corneal ulcer is epithelium defect plus keratitis is corneal ulcer. Have you understood now? That is the difference, especially third year students. That is the difference between corneal ulcer, epithelial defect and keratitis. Okay, now again moving back to the fact that someone was saying pseudocornea. अब now मैंने आपको pseudocornea को बताया. pseudocornea कब बनेगा? pseudocornea will be when the iris will plug the defect. Now can you see, this is a slit lamp video जिसका एक frame मैंने यहाँ पे लगाया. Can you see the black part between the light on the cornea and light on the iris? देख पा रहे हो? मैं इसको rub कर रहा हूँ so that you are able to appreciate here. Can you see this black part? This black part actually tells you that the anterior chamber is there, right? On the slit lamp, if you know to identify the structures on slit lamp, if you don't know, don't worry, you can watch my back to basic videos. So you can see that the anterior chamber is maintained. So that is why this is desmatocele. Because if the anterior chamber had not been maintained, so that means iris has moved forward, that means there must have been the deflation of the eyeball, which is post rupturing of the desmatocele, and then you may have called this as pseudocornea, because on examination pseudocornea may simulate desmatocele. But here, did you see that the anterior chamber is intact? Why it is intact? Because of course there is no rupturing of the desmatocele, so you will not call it as pseudocornea. Have you understood? So this is not pseudocornea, this is actually desmatocele. Just by this clue, है ना, just by this clue you can tell. If you don't get this clue, then of course you will not be able to tell. Done? Okay. What will be the complication? Of course desmatocele can get ruptured, leading to perforation, of cornea. Treatment क्या होगा? So preventive treatment, you go for BCL, which is bandage contact lens, but ultimately you will have to do keratoplasty. Keratoplasty means you will have to transplant the cornea. Just remove this cornea because this desmatocele can any day get ruptured. Once it get ruptured and the patient doesn't come to you, there are high chances that the infection may enter and may even cause endophthalmitis and maybe complete loss of vision. There may be complications of endophthalmitis. The infection may go to the brain and may lead and may actually, cost the patient his life, right? So keratoplasty is done. Keratoplasty, which form of keratoplasty that you are going to do? So you are going to do tectonic keratoplasty. Tectonic is when there is rupture, है ना? When there is corneal damage, when there is rupture, you want to replace the cornea. So you will go for keratoplasty. Better to replace the cornea, na? It is better. So that is going to be the treatment. But temporary treatment is you just place BCL, and BCL can be in its place for maybe 1, 2, 3 months. It can be well placed there, and lately you will call the patient for keratoplasty or corneal transplant. Done? Okay, now welcome to my operation theater. So now I am going to show you one surgery and you need to tell me some important points. So this is the case of 45-year-old patient which comes to my OPD. Based on the video, what are the important points that you can answer here? So what is this? Yes, everybody, what is this? Can you tell me what is this? What I am doing? What is this? So this is your, should I tell or you are going to tell me? So what is this? This is your, what is the diagnosis? You need to tell me the diagnosis, etiopathogenesis and surgery. Which surgery you are going to do? First see the video clearly and then give me the answers. Alright, let's see the surgery first and then I expect you to answer me. So what I am doing is I am simply removing it. Okay. Alright. Okay, so yes, I have got the answers. So what is this? Diagnosis is pterygium. What is pterygium? It is a wing shaped fold of conjunctiva which is impinging over the cornea. So it is due to elastotic degeneration of conjunctiva. What is the most common etiological factor? Yes, can anyone tell me? Yes, very good, Arnav, very good. It is UV rays. So since most common etiological factor is UV rays, so it is more common in farmers, more common in laborers, and more common in males. More common in males because they do outside work. Now, females are mostly confined to home, housewives, so they don't usually get it. So most common etiological factor is UV rays. Another is dust, heat, especially tropical climate. Which surgery you are going to do? Which surgery? So one is, if you will simply remove this part, you simply excise it and leave the sclera as such, you don't do anything, you call it as bare sclera technique. But this is not practiced quite often because there is very high recurrence, and that high recurrence is up to 80% with bare sclera technique. So what do you do? What can you do? You go for another surgery which Dr. Arnav, I think Dr. Arnav was first one to tell me. So that the name of that surgery is perfect surgery. Perfect, don't go with the name that it is perfect. Actually there is a expansion of this term perfect. So perfect is pterygium extended resection followed by extended conjunctival transplant. So the basic idea is you remove this part and you take the same size of the conjunctiva from the temporal side and you place it over this place. You place it over this place. So you call it as conjunctival autograft, right? But the best part is that the recurrence is just 0.01%. So this is your best surgery. This is your best surgery. So it is most commonly done. So there is some controversy. In some books it is mentioned that most commonly done surgery is pterygium with mitomycin C. Pterygium with mitomycin C. So you simply excise the pterygium, you put some mitomycin C on it. So after putting mitomycin C on it, you decrease the rate of recurrence. But trust me, the best surgery remains perfect surgery. It is perfect. Perfect surgery is perfect, right? Okay. Yes, it has got just 0.01 occurrence, right? Okay. You can also put amniotic membrane graft on this region. So one is you take conjunctival autograft. Second is you may apply mitomycin C. You may apply mitomycin C. Third is you may even put amniotic membrane graft on it. Amniotic membrane grafts are easily available. You just simply put it over this region. So it will further prevent the edges of this conjunctiva. It will prevent the edges of this conjunctiva to again come over the cornea. And my last question, that pterygium goes till what level of the cornea? Important, it goes till anterior stroma. It goes till anterior stroma of the cornea. Pterygium goes till anterior stroma of the cornea. Is it good? Can we move ahead? So we have covered almost entire pterygium. Another one thing more, the last thing, because there is some controversy. So pterygium can lead to astigmatism. It can lead to astigmatism. Now this astigmatism can actually lead to diplopia. So there was one question, most of you students are constantly asking me this via WhatsApp, via our DAMS, eMedicoz Telegram group, even tagging me on Facebook, that sir, the cause of diplopia in pterygium is due to what? It is due to astigmatism, number one. Second, diplopia can also be due to, because there is something which is holding the eyeball from nasal side na, so that will keep on holding due to mechanical holding of the pterygium over the cornea. So if you will try to abduct the eyeball, you may not able to abduct the eye due to pterygium holding upon the cornea. So there may be diplopia. You call it as restriction of the eyeball to move on to the opposite direction. But if you have to choose one option, go for astigmatism. Astigmatism. Is it understandable? Done? Okay. Now coming over to our next question, slowly and steadily we are moving forward. Now next is a 30-year-old female visits OPD with sudden painful loss of vision. So this is painful loss of vision. She has been wearing contact lenses for last 5 years. She recently partied in the farmhouse where her one of the contact lens dropped. She washed it with tap water. I have specifically created this history by my own, because most of you people wear contact lenses, but it is my one way of giving you a message what should be done if you are wearing contact lenses, what precaution should be taken, and again put it back since she wasn't carrying the solution. होता है ना, हम solution नहीं लेके चलते, गिर गया कोई बात नहीं, ऐसे लगाने से अच्छा बस पानी से धो लो. On examination the following is seen. Which of the following is false? First and foremost, if I may ask you, most common, पहले थोड़ी सी आपको information दूंगा, most common infection associated with contact lens is pseudomonas. Pseudomonas, right? Pseudomonas. But most common infection associated contact lens for patients who are using tap water, yeah, who have history of swimming in pond with contact lenses on. That is what? That is acanthamoeba keratitis. Acanthamoeba keratitis. Okay. Now, what is this? This is your, yes, this is your acanthamoeba keratitis. And can you see that this is ring-shaped ulcer? This is ring-shaped ulcer. So now you know that your diagnosis is acanthamoeba keratitis. Now, which of the following is false? So, symptoms are more than signs, which is correct. Which condition signs are more than symptoms? Fungal keratitis. Symptoms are, why symptoms are more than signs? Because there is intense pain. Why there is pain? Because of presence of radial keratoneuritis. Because ये जो acanthamoeba है ना, it goes into the subepithelial corneal plexus and it causes its inflammation, so which induces a lot of pain. So symptoms are more than signs. So after seeing the patient, you will see just small ring, but the patient will be in much of a pain. So you will think, अरे इतना तो लग भी नहीं रहा जितना patient चिल्ला रहा है. It is actually due to radial keratoneuritis. Done? Okay. Culture medium is non-nutrient E. coli, which is absolutely correct. Then PHMB is the preferred drug. PHMB is polyhexamethyl biguanide. That is the preferred drug. The answer to this question is dendrites can be seen. अब आप बोलोगे हा 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 सर dendrites ये तो बड़ा obvious था. Dendrites कहाँ से यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे? Because of course ये obvious था, but I wanted to press upon one important fact. Dendrites are not seen, but pseudodendrites are seen. Don't think that pseudodendrites are only seen in herpes zoster ophthalmicus that we just did. Here pseudodendrites are seen typically in acanthamoeba keratitis. Is it understandable? Yes, all of you got this correct. So pseudodendrites are seen, but here dendrites are mentioned, and which of the following is false? So the answer is B. Done? Can we move ahead? Okay. Now coming over to this, a 40-year-old patient had visited in OPD with sudden painful loss of vision. One keyword: there were cells in anterior chamber, keratic precipitates are present pointing towards uveitis, constricted and non-reacting. इतना हमें पता है ना. तो अब patient was given the treatment. अब यहाँ पे see, this question is again made by me. The basic idea is to connect the dots. हमने dots को connect करनी है. मैंने diagnosis बता दिया. Diagnosis is anterior uveitis. तो patient में actually this happened. I am not making these questions out of my imagination. These are the real cases, right? So the patient came to me और पेशेंट को मैंने यूवीआइटिस का ट्रीटमेंट देके वापस भेज दिया और पेशेंट को मैंने हफ्ते बाद बुलाया, बट एकदम से लॉकडाउन हो गया. आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ 20th March 2020 व्हेन द लॉकडाउन एक्चुअली हैपेंड. सो एकदम से लॉकडाउन हो गया. सो पेशेंट, ऑफ कोर्स पेशेंट ने कहाँ आना था, हाउ ही कुड हैव कम, बिकॉज ही वाज लिविंग अवे 100-150 किलोमीटर्स. पेशेंट डिड नॉट शो अप. फिर कोरोना लॉकडाउन थोड़े समय के लिए 2 महीने 3 महीने बाद खुला फॉर हॉस्पिटल्स, राइट. तो पेशेंट आया. नाउ आई वाज शॉक्ड टू सी सच इमेज ऑन द पेशेंट्स आई आफ्टर स्टेनिंग. मैं हैरान परेशान, अरे ये कैसे हो गया. बट आफ्टर टेकिंग द हिस्ट्री आई रियलाइज द ट्रीटमेंट दैट आई हैड गिवन टू द पेशेंट वाज स्टिल यूजिंग दैट ट्रीटमेंट. अब बताओ, मैंने तो 7 दिन के लिए दिया था, बट पेशेंट तो 3 महीने बाद आया. So what is that? What does that mean? So on examination, following images obtained. So what is your diagnosis of this? क्या लग रहा है आपको, बता पाएंगे? This is an integrated question. अभी तक मैं देखता हूं मेरे पास कितने आंसर सही आए हैं. अरे I have got the right answer. Yes, very good Sakshi, very good. This is your herpetic keratitis. So because what was the treatment of, what is the drug of choice for anterior uveitis? It is what? It is steroid, isn't it? क्या है, steroid है ना. तो मैंने तो पेशेंट को steroid दिया था because that is the drug of choice. पेशेंट steroid डालता रहा तो पेशेंट की लोकल इम्यूनिटी कम हो गई. लोकल इम्यूनिटी कम होने से herpes keratitis express हो गया. So the answer is herpes keratitis. Don't say herpes zoster. Herpes zoster is commonly seen when there is lowering of systemic immunity, because the herpes zoster virus is actually living in Gasserian ganglion, right? तो herpes simplex virus के ज्यादा चांस होते हैं अगर लोकल इम्यूनिटी कम होती है तो. So the answer to this question is herpetic keratitis. And you can also see na knobs. Are you able to appreciate the knobbed endings? So this is good enough to tell you that this is dendrite, this is not pseudodendrite. So the answer to this question is herpes keratitis, right? Is it understandable? Okay. Now again coming back to my clinic where we are going to see another question. This was the question which was asked in your recent exam, INICT 2023, and trust me, I received so many messages from the students के सर जो आपने पेशेंट दिखाया था, we could actually imagine that patient कि अरे हम OPD में बैठे हैं और based on that question आ गया. Now let's see what is the diagnosis. A 29-year-old patient visits IOPD with complaints of painless nodule with inflammation in right eye on nasal side. देख पा रहे हो यहाँ पे? Are you able to appreciate? There is no history of arthritis. कोई arthritis नहीं, कोई psoriasis नहीं, कोई collagen vascular disease नहीं. Based on the clinical patient video shown, answer the following. Now I am going to show the video. You have to tell me what is the diagnosis, what will be the treatment, and what is the important differential diagnosis. Can I say the diagnosis in the end? No, I won't say. I expect you to tell me. First let the video play and now you will realize. Now see this. अच्छा, कितने समय से है ये? सर 4-5 दिन. 4-5 दिन से. कोई दर्द वगैरह हो रही है? नहीं सर, नहीं हो रही. Painless. 4-5 दिन से है. It is since 4-5 days and it is painless. यहाँ इधर देखो इधर. हाँ शाबाश, यहाँ देखो. What is this? Yes. Can you see the inflammation here? Inflammation. Yes, there is inflammation. There is small nodule as well. What do you see in the eye? Eye is relatively clear. What is this? Can you read the name? What is this? What is this? Let's see what happens. What magic happens. So what I am doing? I am putting a drop of phenylephrine to confirm my diagnosis. Now अब आपको पता है, you know the answer. So that was one clue. So let's see after putting phenylephrine what magic happens. After 30 seconds what will happen? This is the right way of putting the drop. Don't simply put it on the cornea. It may bounce back. Right? You actually make a fold of the lower eyelid and then put the eye drop. This is the right way of putting the eye drop. है ना? Yes. Now I am started to get answers. Good. Arnav, tropicamide is actually a mydriatic agent. It is generally used in OPD along with a combination of phenylephrine. I did not have pure phenylephrine eye drops, so I used tropicamide and phenylephrine. Ideally pure phenylephrine has to be used, right? So tropicamide has nothing to do with this because I did not have. So basic idea was to put phenylephrine and show you guys. Now see,
almost, yes, almost gone, almost gone.
So what happens now? Yes, absolutely correct. Now I am going to get the answer. Yes, very good Nidhi, very good. So the diagnosis to this question is episcleritis. How do you differentiate between episcleritis and scleritis? So episcleritis is painless, idiopathic, and phenylephrine test positive. While if you talk about scleritis is painful. It is painful and it is associated with collagen vascular diseases, but here collagen vascular diseases are absent. So collagen vascular disease association is present, and also phenylephrine test is negative because on putting phenylephrine the inflammation will not go down. What will be the treatment? Because it is idiopathic, you can give steroids, topical steroid you can give, that is the treatment. Okay, what is the differential diagnosis? अब वही बोल दो जो आप बोली जा रहे थे कितने समय से. जब आपने एपिस्क्लेराइटिस छोड़ के बाकी सब कुछ बोल दिया, वही इसका डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस है. एक चीज का ध्यान रखना, चलो पहले आप आंसर बताओ फिर मैं आगे चलूंगा. डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस बताओ फिर मैं वो ध्यान रखने वाली बात बताऊंगा. यस, डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस प्लीज, बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, वेटिंग फॉर योर रिस्पॉन्स. जल्दी से आ जाओ, गिव मी द आंसर. यस प्लीज. हाँ जी, वेटिंग. आगे नहीं बढ़ूंगा जब तक आंसर नहीं आएगा. ना 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 ना, जल्दी बताओ. ये डैम्स है, यहां पे हम कॉन्सेप्ट्स बनाते हैं, रट्टे नहीं मरवाते. डीडीज प्लीज. Conjunctivitis can be there, but conjunctivitis will be diffuse. Conjunctivitis, yes Akshiti, nodule can be present in episcleritis. Episcleritis can be of two types, diffuse or nodular. So this is nodular episcleritis. Very good question. Conjunctivitis में there will be diffuse redness, but यहाँ पे तो एक जगह पे है ना. That is why I am saying you to participate. जब तक आप participate नहीं करोगे तब तक कैसे मैं correct कर पाऊंगा. Yes, very good. Flictanular conjunctivitis. But why this is not flictanular conjunctivitis? Because typically flictan is present on the limbus. This is lying away from the limbus. Very important differential diagnosis. Plus flictanular conjunctivitis is associated with itching. Flictanular conjunctivitis, and it is type 4 hypersensitivity reaction. Okay. Yes Sunidhi, foreign body granuloma can be there. Very good. Another important is pinguicula. If there is inflammation of pinguicula, it looks like episcleritis, right? Okay. Yes, so these are important differential diagnosis. Most important being flictanular conjunctivitis, because flicten is a nodule which is typically present on the limbus. This is lying away 2 to 3 millimeter, lying 2 to 3 millimeter away from the limbus. Is it understandable? Is it understandable? Right? I hope it is clear. Right? Pinguicula is a triangular yellow whitish lesion. It is a precursor of pterygium. It is a precursor of pterygium. Right? And यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे the vessels are coming from here. Right? In pinguicula the vessels will be all across it, inflamed. Right? Okay, Santhia, I hope you have got the answer. I hope you have got the answer. So I hope all of you are enjoying the patients, the real patients, right? Okay, so coming over to almost the end of my OPD, and yes, so a patient presents with history of something getting in his eyes while working in his fields, photophobia, watering, and the following clinical picture. What is the most probable cause? ये तो बता दो यार, ये तो बता दो. So what is the cause? What is the cause? Can you see small lesions around the main lesion? Can you see the margins like this? Margins like this? Can you see hypopyon? Yes, good Jyoti, Dipanshu, Sakshi, too good, Zabardast, Umda. The answer is clear cut, which is fungal keratitis. Your fungal keratitis. अब fungal keratitis आ ही गया. ये तो important है. अगर कॉर्निया की बात करो, fungal keratitis की ना बात करो तो क्या बात करी फिर? Yes, satellite lesions are there. Absolutely correct. Can you also see conjunctival congestion? So this is all conjunctival congestion. Yes Nidhi, injury by vegetative matter working in his fields. Fields मतलब farming कर रहा होगा, तो ये हो सकता है. There was also one question recently in which they said that the patient was working in farms. When the leaf touched his eye, he simply rubbed it and he was fine. After 5-7 days he started to have watering, diminution of vision, and then when he went to the doctor, he was diagnosed to have fungal keratitis. Leaf injury can also lead, because there will be high chances of fungus na, right? है ना, समझ पा रहे हो? And yes, important points about fungal keratitis. Most common fungus associated is, कोई बताएगा? Aspergillus fumigatus. Aspergillus fumigatus is most common fungus associated fungal keratitis. There is also presence of Wesley's. These are all previous year questions which I am covering. Wesley's immune ring. What is Wesley's immune ring? This is antigen antibody ring which is present at the junction of normal cornea and involved cornea and infected cornea, right? Okay, next is, as I always have told you, the signs are more than symptoms. Signs are more than symptoms. So after seeing this, you will say, oh my god, the patient must be in so much of pain, but the patient will be relatively calm, composed. So signs are more than symptoms, and rest I have already told you: hypopyon, fluffy margins, and the ulcer is dry looking ulcer. And of course the hypopyon is fixed and non-sterile. Don't confuse the hypopyon of fungus with that of bacteria. Bacterial hypopyon is sterile and gravity dependent. Why? Because fungus is the only organism in the universe that can penetrate the intact Descemet's membrane, intact cornea. जब ये कॉर्निया को पेनिट्रेट कर सकता है, पूरे कॉर्निया को, तो ऑफ कोर्स ये एंटीरियर चैम्बर में चला जाएगा. एंटीरियर चैम्बर में जाकर इट इज गोइंग टू बाइंड द हाइपोपायन एंड मेक द हाइपोपायन गो फिक्स्ड, राइट? So that is why fixed and non-sterile, right? What will be the treatment? Treatment, again I am going to give you two important questions. One is, if the fungus is branched fungus, you will give your previous year question, natamycin. And what is the new generation antifungal? New generation antifungal is voriconazole. Is it understandable? So that is everything regarding fungal keratitis. Done? All right, so moving further in the OPD. So one last question. Let's see if you are able to answer. So one last question. So your clinics is going to get over in next 5 minutes. Then you can go do whatever you want to do. So these Santhia, what do you want to know? What do you want me to explain? Please let me know. Yes, netamycin is branched, nystatin is unbranched. Very good. Nystatin is preferred. Right. Okay. Chalo. So a 10-year-old girl visits IOPD with complaint of diminution of vision from long time. ठीक है जी. She has a long history of allergic conjunctivitis, which is more in summers and bilateral. So which allergic conjunctivitis I am talking of? Yes, I know. You know the answer. Yes. Based on the clinical video shown, answer the following questions. Ocular. So I am going to show you the video. Let's see the video.
धुंधलापन है. अच्छा बिल्कुल ना नीचे देखना.
Check this out.
रुको. पैरों में देखो. पैरों में देखो.
Check this out.
बिल्कुल सीधा. बिल्कुल सीधा. हाँ बस ऐसी. शाबाश. अच्छा.
So what was that? Can you see this again? Yes. Waiting for your replies. Please answer.
पैरों में देखो. नीचे. बिल्कुल सीधा.
What is that? Yes. What is that? Yes. Please let me know what is that. Of course, the diagnosis is VKC. You know it. I know. But what is this sign? Very important. You must have read thousands of times. But now you are probably you are seeing it for the first time. But of course, if you have seen my back to basics video, then of course you know it. What sign I am talking of. But otherwise, what is this? Yes. Which sign is shown? What is this? Yes. So this is your Munson sign. What is Munson sign? You ask the patient to look downwards. So can you see that this eyelid is relatively smoother while this eyelid is more like triangular? So there is keratoconus in the left eye, which is a known complication of vernal keratoconjunctivitis. Why? Because of itching, the patient constantly keeps on rubbing the eyes. So as a result, there is thinning of the central cornea which starts to protrude, and when you ask the patient to look downwards, this protruded cornea goes beneath the lower eyelid and it pushes the lower eyelid such that the lower eyelid takes the V-shaped configuration as shown in the video. Yes, this is your Munson sign, and diagnosis is, yes, what is the diagnosis? Keratoconus. It is keratoconus. Absolutely. And what will be the treatment? So the treatment of choice nowadays is C3R. What is C3R? It is corneal collagen cross linking with riboflavin. तो इसमें हम क्या करते हैं? Riboflavin is a photosensitizer. So we put riboflavin on the cornea and we expose the cornea to a ultraviolet rays for just few seconds, 30 seconds, right? So during the exposure, so because the corneal surface has become photosensitized after putting riboflavin, so there is development of the crosslinks between collagen. So as a result, the cone which was protruding out, it goes back in. So that is C3R. If the keratoconus is pretty too much or the cornea is so thin, how thin? Less than 400 micron. So you cannot go for C3R. What can you go on for? You simply go for keratoplasty. you simply replace the cornea. So this is second thing, keratoplasty. Or otherwise, in normal, if the patient does not want any surgical management, you can go on for rigid gas permeable contact lenses. Rigid gas permeable, if you place the rigid contact lens on the surface of the keratoconus, the cone of the keratoconus is going to get back. Rigid gas permeable contact lenses are used. The name of such one contact lens is rose. The name of such contact lens is rose KCL. Rose KCL means rose K contact lens. Rose is the name of the scientist. K for keratoconus, CL is contact lens. Right? Is it understandable? Yes, everyone. Is it understandable? Okay, so there was someone who was asking me about mucous membrane pemphigoid. Yes, so this is basically a condition which is associated with autoimmunity, mucous membrane pemphigoid, right? And it is a progressive condition which is bilateral, right? And there is, you know, shrinking of the conjunctiva in that. Okay, so I hope you have got the answer. You have got the answer. Yes, please let me know. I am waiting for your reply. Okay, so I think you have got the answer of ocular pemphigoid. Okay, great. Okay, so now with this, our OPD is over, right on time. So as I always say, best wishes from my side.